But yeah, I'm Sophie MorganGenus, and I have a passion and a love for magnesium. Does anybody know about magnesium? You've heard me speak before. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get to the point where everybody has a good understanding about magnesium. So you'll be hearing a little bit of repetition, but you know what? It's always good to hear it again. But magnesium is a natural mineral, vital for health and well-being. I want you to think of it as a mineral of relaxation and a mineral of rejuvenation. So if your body is under any kind of stress, that means that you're eating processed food, meat, fish, dairy, you've got emotional stress, having problems at work, relationships, taking care of children, waking up early, not sleeping, anything that is stressing your body releases magnesium because it's trying to calm you down, relax you, to fix you. It's also that energy that makes other things work. So for example, we need our vitamin D. But when we're outside in the sunshine getting vitamin D2, magnesium is a mechanism that turns that into the active vitamin D3 that our bodies can use. So that happens for a lot of different enzymes in our body, where it's the engine that pushes it forward. So if you're low in magnesium, then it has a knock-on effect of over 300 different enzymes in your body. So it's vital. And that's why I kind of spread the word for it. Now, signs of deficiency is going to be things like eye twitching, muscle cramps, high blood pressure, joint pains, eczema, psoriasis, arthritis, any kind of inflammation in the body. So anything that's high, it brings it down naturally. Okay? Do you think you have understanding of magnesium? A little. It's the mineral of what? Rejuvenation and when do your body expel magnesium? When you're stressed. What are some of the signs of deficiency? Eye twitching, cramps, high blood pressure, muscle aches. So you were listening. I'm going to send round a sample for you to have a feel of this on your skin. So I'll start on this side, so people go around. I'm going to keep on talking. Now, in nature, you would have normally got your magnesium by your leafy greens, your fruit and your vegetables. That's where we would have sourced our magnesium. And it's a good way to think of it as that sunshine, that energy force that we would have had. But due to the farming methods that we have now, it means our food is depleted. So if I had a tomato from the 1940s, I would need to have 10 tomatoes now in order to get the same level of nutrition from that food. So right now, we're overeating and we're malnourished. That's something to remember. Also, we've got to look at how we process our foods. So what's happening now, and it's Dr. Milton Mills kind of talked about it this way. I think this is a good way of understanding. Do you remember the story, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah? Okay, you remember? Okay, the same person, but you've got two different kind of personalities after you put chemicals. Yeah? So he drank something and it turned into Mr. Jekyll, yeah? Okay. So just think of that as your food. Your food, in its natural, organic state, in its unprocessed, raw, natural state, is your friend. And it's very nice, and in fact can be quite healing. Like doctor, yeah? But once you turn around and you've added when it's going to be heat, chemicals, the processes, once you've done that, it's turned into something that can kill you. Yeah? Right. So sometimes we can be becoming very fearful of the foods that we're eating. Obviously, because we've made it different than itself. We've changed it. Okay? And it's that change that can be detrimental to our health and well-being. Our bodies do not recognize the change. And that's comes the problem. And so what happens if you have any kind of alien inside your body produces white blood cells. And that white blood cell that it's producing is fighting yourself. So you notice the increase in autoimmune disorders. Your lupuses. Yeah, that's what's going to come through. Your eczema, psoriasis, that's what's going to come through because your body's inflamed. Because what's happened is that something that is toxic doesn't understand what it is. So how I come to look at it is what we can do is a pull and push. So there's different ways that you can do to add to enhance your body and things that can take away. So of course, to enhance your body, you need to get your magnesium. That's vitally important. Okay? That's vitally important. Now we absorb it via the skin because it's a natural relaxant. If you try to take it orally, it's going to relax your bowels, and we just don't want that. So we go via the skin transdermally. So we start. If you have an ailment, that means that you've moved away from nature. Okay? So things that made you move away from nature was because you cooked your food, you had meat, you had fish, You had dairy. You didn't exercise. You had stress. Yeah? No massages. These are the kind of things that you did and it induced it. In fact, you were eating meat every single day. So let's go a little bit further. Okay? You had some fish on Friday and everything. So we're overhead in illness and sickness. This is where we're living now. Okay? And so what we have to do now is that you're living here and you're having those signs and symptoms. Those signs and your symptoms are actually your friends. It's your body telling you that something's not right and that you can do something about it. And the easy you need to do, you need to go right back to nature. So remove the fish, remove the meat, remove the dairy, remove the stress, get rid of your bad mind, change what you listen on TV. You're not joking. You're not joking. This is a serious thing. We are spiritual people. We are very, very serious. You know, I normally give the example. Remember that person that upset you? Do you remember when you treated them really, really well and they turned around and stabbed you in the back? Do you remember that person? How that made you feel? How can you feel in it now? How can you feel in it now? Our imagination, our body can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. And that's why you've got to be careful what movies you're watching, what music your kids are listening to. Because that's toxic into your body, into your mind, into your spirit. So we need to be careful. So mind your friends. I'm just saying.